Phoenix Splash TV. Maximum the Hormone, a band that's actually getting more and more popular as time progresses. I actually remember talking about rock bands the other day, and Maximum the Hormone actually came up. It was the only Japanese band that the other person knew, and I was pretty surprised. When it comes to my taste of music, Maximum the Hormone delivers in the best way it can. Good composition, good live performances, all organic, all played by musicians that have a ton of personality. While Japan and Duran Gray are taking a jab at America, Maximum the Hormone quietly snuck in as they're getting more of a following here. And if you haven't heard of them, you might have heard their music, seeing how it comes out in one of the best animes ever created, Deathnote. But who are these crazy people? Well, let's go down the lineup. The band was started by vocalist Daisuke Suda and drummer Nao Kawakita. After going through two other members, the lineup finally settled on Ryo Kawakita, Nao's little brother, on guitar and vocals, and bass player Yui. Daisuke ended up performing only the harsh vocals like the screaming and the rapping, with Ryo, and sometimes Nao, taking over other vocal parts. This is actually very smart because the other vocals give Daisuke a break in between harsh vocals, and the composition keeps that in mind. It's also cool to hear 3 and sometimes 4 different voices going on at the same time. Ryo in my eyes plays the role as the lead vocalist, and he seems to be credited with most of the writing for the music itself. If this band does have a mastermind, it's definitely Ryo, which is kind of interesting since he wasn't one of the founding members. The bass parts in the music of Maximum the Hormone is pretty top notch. Yui has to be definitely one of the top bass players I've heard in terms of playing with a song, and I don't think he gets mentioned much as a good player. Of course, my favorite thing about Maximum the Hormone is their drummer Nao. It's a girl drummer that's actually good, like really good. Now, I'm not trying to get all feminist or non-feminist, whatever, but it's just rare to see. Hitting things that go bang 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 just doesn't appeal to much women. But it's actually not her gender that surprises me the most. It's the way that she can sing and play at the same time. Of all the drummers I've seen perform and sing at the same time, Nao is definitely one of the best, if not the best, at doing it. When I was playing drums and singing, I actually studied her as far as mic position goes and her posture. It gets pretty difficult breathing wise to play drums and sing well, but Nao from Maximum the Hormone does it with ease. Now, I first heard What's Up People by Maximum the Hormone through the anime Deathnote, and at first I really didn't like them. Maybe it was because they replaced that song by Nightmare that I liked a lot, but the song grew on me. It wasn't until I finally heard the end credit song, Zebutsu Billy, that I started getting more interested. The thing that drew me in was the 3 different vocalists. It makes the song refreshing every time you hear it, and I would say that it's a good song to start with if you haven't heard any song by Maximum the Hormone. Speaking of composition, that's another thing that they're known for. Now, there's debates on their genre, calling it nu metal mixed with funk, metalcore, ska, surf rock. Critics call it not true nu metal, but you know, blah blah blah. You know what I see? People who don't give a crap about genres, and those are some of my favorite composers. Yeah, if there's a band that defies genres, then I think they're doing it right. There's too many people trying to write in a box. Bands like Maximum the Hormone think outside that box, and that box is called song genre. And if that offends some people, then you can write a book in the comments. Another thing I like about Maximum the Hormone is their music videos, especially the Zebutsu Billy, where it's pretty much a Deathnote video and they kill other bands and musicians. They even kill off Tsukiko Amano, you know, that girl who wrote those amazing Fatal Frame songs. It's pretty crazy, and it's a good video, and I advise you to check it out. Let's see, what's my favorite song by Maximum the Hormone? I think it would be the song Yoshu Fukushu. And I'll show the text because I'm probably butchering it, but it's the first song on their new album. I honestly think that it's one of the greatest songs that I've ever heard in all genres. I'd actually recommend that entire album for anyone getting into Maximum the Hormone. It has 15 tracks and most of them were to my liking. It also came with probably the most disgusting manga I've ever seen. This album put them on the Oricon charts at number 1 for a long time, and rightfully so. As far as full-length albums go, this one is definitely one of the best that I've ever heard any band produce, and I definitely recommend it. So that was Maximum the Hormone, probably one of my favorite bands. Their approach to music itself is so unique, from their personalities to their delivery. The only downside to them is that they seem to flag stuff on YouTube a lot, so you probably won't get to see much of their stuff on this site unless it's from their official YouTube channel, which is probably why you haven't seen footage of them in this video, unless I find some smart way to deal with that. But they have a right to do that, so it's all good. So, what do you think about Maximum the Hormone? I have to give a shout out again to Lance Wida, who suggested I do a video on Maximum the Hormone. Also, if you have any other suggestions for musicians, composers, bands, or any kind of music groups, leave them in the comments below and I'll check them out. If you're a fan of music, you can check out my band's new song Buster Punch, which we actually took a lot of cues from Maximum the Hormone, with the whole multiple voice thing. Check it out if you have the chance, and from the bottom of my heart, thanks for watching. This is Josh the Music Man, signing off.